This has always been my favorite part of the videos, guys. GG's. Let's go. Bringer the last gift with a mana open, giving everything haste. That'll do it. We win! Dude, what a close call. 0 cards left in our deck. Got milled out completely, and it's GG's. We win the game. Holy smokes. That was crazy, dude. That was so close. I'm so glad we figured out a way to win that game. Today we are going back to what made this channel, guys, right back to the foundations, which is some crazy reanimation shenanigans. And today we've got the best card for it. It's a throwback build that we did a long time ago. It has some pretty decent changes that makes it even better, some bigger creatures, some ways to get cards in the graveyard. But we're talking about a ramp deck working around Bringer of the Last Gift. If you guys aren't familiar with this card, it comes down, it sweeps the board, and it reanimates every single creature card from both graveyards onto the battlefield. Now, what makes this card interesting too is you have to cast it, and it's an 8 mana spell. So there's ways to cheat that in and cast it for free on other types of spells, but today we're focusing on just milling ourselves out and ramping our way into it quickly and efficiently. We're going to be milling creatures like the Viper, brand new creature obviously that you want to have in the graveyard because it's fantastic finisher. This card, not so scary when it hits the field for the first time because you can just remove it. If it sits around, you can kill it for the next turn before it attacks and gets extra value. But today, all of our creatures after they hit the graveyard, like the Flesh Gorger and then the Carnosaur, once they're in there and we reanimate them, we're gonna be giving them all haste, of course. We're gonna end the game on the spot because we're gonna bring the Bringer down on the field, sweep the field, bring everything back, Bitter Reunion, we're gonna sack it, give everything haste, end the game. It's super efficient, super easy to do, and a lot of the times we're gonna have that extra mana because of things like Blossoming Tortoise. It's gonna mill us out, it's gonna ramp us up really well, and hopefully give us that extra mana to get to the gift quickly. Now, the Carnosaur is great because it's a 3 mana kill spell as well, putting itself into the graveyard. Phyrexian Flesh Gorger also fantastic because you can pay 3 to play it out for lifelink for those early aggro matchups, and then it can come back as a 7/5 when you reanimate it. And then we're milling ourselves out. You know, we're doing that with the Brass Tunnel, the Reunion, the Cash Grab, the Turtle. So we're constantly filling up the graveyard, ramping, and then some early game removal, as well as a backup win con if the Bringer doesn't somehow make it to the field. So super fun list, guys. And yeah, some explosive wins here today. I think you're going to enjoy this one. We'll see you at the end. Peace out. All right, guys, today we've got the Bringer of the Last Gift, and we are going to be trying to one-shot the opponent with our Bitter Reunion haste ability. We played this kind of a build not that long ago. Well, actually, it's been a long time. What am I saying? It's actually been quite some time since we played it, but we've got some new things that we can try out today. We've got the Cash Grab in the hand, but yeah, we've been having some pretty fun games so far with it. All right, the opponent pumps up the hero with no other plays, really. No extra mana or nothing here. Love it. I love it. Let's go. That's a big, big win for us there. Well, seeing as we're playing Mono Red and our hands filled with these Virtue of Persistence, I'm feeling pretty confident. But not only that, they only have 1 land, so we may not be able to get much going here as far as, you know, ramping and getting into our reanimation. I think this game's gonna be over before, like, turn 3 or so. I think I'm gonna go Bitter Reunion here. Another Bitter Reunion. All right, I think I'm gonna go with Cash Grab. That way we can go maybe mill out the deck here a little bit and then maybe pull back a Bringer of the Last Gift. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Mono Red has no answer for a couple of Virtues. They would have maybe had a good go if they had more lands, but GG's, I guess. All right, we get to go first. Our hand looks phenomenal. Let's go. I mean, I wouldn't say phenomenal, but like not bad. Not bad at all. Let's Surveil. That's a card we need in the hand, right? So let's keep it. I wouldn't mind a couple of those going to the graveyard at some point, though, I will say. Maybe I should get down. No, because then these are going to come and tapped. All right, Bitter Reunion up against Orzhov. Virtue probably not going to be as good as we hope. Okay, I mean, we got more ways to fill up the graveyard. That's good. I will take it. Cash Grab's not terrible. That's a good creature. Cash Grab into a Tortoise. I don't love that they haven't played anything yet, though. That's a little scary. I can't lie. I don't know what the deal is with that. Is it tortoise time? It sure feels like it, right? Tortoise time. Let's go. Mill a couple cards. Looks like tortoise isn't going to last very long. Not a surprise, really. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of really, really good things that just hit the graveyard here. And another tortoise. I'll take it. I will take it. Let's go ahead and drop one of these tap lands here. And say go. All right, so what do we got? We got 3, 6 mana. We need 8 to cast the Bringer of the Last Gift, plus an additional 1 if we want to activate the Bitter Reunion, which I think I want to, especially because we know the opponent's going to have a lot of spot removal. So they're probably going to take some stuff out the moment it comes down. So I'd like to be able to try to finish the game on the spot. So we are going to go with one more Blossoming Tortoise here. Try to do a little bit of ramping. They dropped a Kaya, by the way. They haven't done a whole lot yet, though. No kill spell, really. Really? I guess I could have wasted one Bitter Reunion there to get another attack in with the Tortoise, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're good to go. And the opponent just wasted their mana, so it looks like this is going to be good games for sure. This has always been my favorite part of the videos, guys. GG's. Let's go. Bringer the Last Gift with a mana open, giving everything haste. That'll do it. A couple of Trumpeting Carnosaur hits too. You love to see it. Good game. Good game. We'll play it, sure. Sure. Another Virtue Persistence, why not? Cash grab. Another Viper in the yard. We'll take back this. Sure, we'll play that. 1, 2, 3. Not bad, not bad. This is so ridiculous. This is crazy, man. I love when we do things like this. It is so much fun. It is so much fun. It's got to be pretty annoying for the opponent, especially when they just had a game where they didn't draw any lands, but I can't lie, man. I'm having a pretty good time right now. Don't need to mill myself anymore. That actually could get a little problematic. Jeez. Oh, let's go. Only 12 cards left in the deck, man. Gotta be careful to mill yourself out on this one, huh? Love it. All right, the opponent gets to go first. Our hand looks really good. We got interactive stuff with the Virtue. Got a couple mill spells. And the mana looks very good. All right, is this tokens? Well, this actually tells me it's not, right? All right, another bit of a strange situation. They have Titania, which is so weird, right? This is the Titania land. Yeah, melds with Titania. Very interesting. Bloated Contaminator. Okay, well, I don't have an answer for that, unfortunately. At least not in the hand. Is there anything I can do? Guess we'll bring this back to make some blocks. Huh. Yeah, not too sure exactly how I want this to go down. I could play a 3-3, but that doesn't do anything about this, so I guess we'll play this. And do this. Okay. Bloated Contaminator. Now, I did have the Tide in our builds. The Tide was one of our really good sweeper options for this deck. But we found that we didn't really want to be running the Tide a whole lot, because when we did run the Tide, we found ourselves in a situation where we were bringing back the opponent's creatures from the graveyard that we killed previously, and it was making it pretty difficult for me to get my stuff going. Bringer of the Last Gift is actually amazing, of course. First things first, we take care of this. A protection spell? It is, wow. All right, we might be in a little bit of trouble here, guys. A little bit of trouble. Trumpeting Carnosaur is another answer for the duelist. A lot of toxic counters hitting us here. Wow. Yeah, for this particular matchup, I really wish I didn't take out that Tide. Wow, we're actually down to 2 life too. Not bad. Not bad. It's a little bit of a toxic and kill you kind of a situation. Okay. Definitely got to take that out, right? I'm just toast here. There's really nothing I can do. Really nothing I can do here. I guess I could have played the Phyrexian Flesh Gorger and made a block. That would have bought me another turn, but I was pretty cooked here. There wasn't much that I was able to do. You know, just a little bit too wide, too fast. Again, there are options for that. It's just we took them out of the deck because we weren't running into tokens and go wide builds, but here we are. Man, 4 toughness was quite the issue to get through, huh, for us? Something to consider. That frog low-key kind of scared me. All right, so this is a great card to have in hand. Obviously, we can't get rid of that. What do we Bitter Reunion away then? Maybe just another Bitter Reunion? Because the rest of the hand I really like. But it is Dimir. We might not need this. All right, well, I really hope it's not like some sort of a control deck. That would be a bit annoying, I can't lie. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a control deck. That's a bummer. Hopefully there's not too many counter spells. Counter spells are going to be a bit of a nightmare because once we try to resolve our big bomb here, if it gets just hit with a counter spell, we're in a lot of trouble. We shall see. Come on down, Tortoise. It does land not another 2 mana counterspell, but we are now in a 3 mana category, so we do have things that, you know, like 3 steps ahead. Something we got to consider, which is tough. They're going to want to kill the Tortoise for sure, right? Interesting. Now we're shifting to discard all of a sudden. All right, let's start with an attack. I almost feel like I shouldn't play anything and keep the land in hand, because if I keep the land in my hand, it's something I can discard. Yeah. 3, 6, 7. I mean, it could be in range for 8 here. I'm gonna end the turn. Discard changes things quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. It changes things a bit. I hope they play the invasion. That, you know, forces a discard, but also mills off the top of my deck. All right, that's fine. Not ideal, but fine. All right, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. What do we got in the graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 creatures. Pretty good ones, too. A couple of them. Yeah, that's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, dude. Come on. I need another land here. We got it. We got it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go! GG's. Okay. Viper hits. Tortoises hit. I don't have the haste, unfortunately, but I don't imagine a Dimir player with 3 lands is going to have an answer for this entire field. Sure, they'll have some kill spells here and there, but yeah, not enough answers. No way. Because you gotta take out the Viper, you would imagine. You're still going to take the 6 and the 7, and yeah, good stuff. All right, the opponent gets to go first. We do have some early interaction with some ramps, so I'll take it. I'll take it. We'll see what we can do with this. Got the Carnosaur on 3/2, which is awesome. Get that to the graveyard. What is that? Fountain Port Bell for 1 mana. You can sacrifice it and draw a card. Whenever it enters, you may search a library for a basic land card, reveal it, shuffle it like. Okay. Then shuffle and put that card on top. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was like, what just happened there? Guess we'll do this. That's a great card. I've got plenty of things in my hand I want to get rid of. That's actually a phenomenal card. All right. Search your library for basic land. They're doing some ramping. They are ramping here. Do I want to kill it with this or this? It feels like I don't want this coming in tapped later, so I'm going to go ahead and go Carnosaur here. Send that away. And that can lead us right into the Blossoming Tortoise, which is phenomenal. Get us some ramp going ourselves. Let the ramp shenanigans begin. That is something I really want to make sure stays off the field, right? For 5 mana, they're going to be able to do the enchantment side of things. I don't like that. We know all too well because of my own experiences with the calendar that it can surprise somebody, especially with an all will be one, which they are in the colors of having. They're going to be able to one-shot us with that thing if it gets too big. So I think ramping here with the tortoise is the right call. Oh man, my allergies are starting to pick up now. It's been windy outside these last couple of days and my allergies are just starting to go again. All right, let's get this down. Let's get 1 land into the graveyard that we know the tortoise will for sure hit, and then drop off the Flesh Gorger and Viper. And we miss on everything. Wow. Yeah, I think doesn't really matter, does it? Let's go with this one. Let's surveil. Give me something here. It's another land, so I guess attacking with this. I guess I should have attacked first to give me a better shot at this. That'll have to do. That'll have to do. Yeah, I should have done that first and then surveilled. Not that it would have made a difference. We still would have lost the Bringer of the Last Gift there, but... Nice, let's go. We got it. We got it, we got it, we got it. I don't have the ability to give haste yet, though, but I have so many good things in the yard. Maybe the Trumpeting Carnosaur can land a Bitter Reunion. 2, 4, 6, 7. About to be 8. Okay, so we won't even have enough mana to do our thing anyways. We'll be 1 mana shy of being able to give everything haste. If we do, in fact, get a Bitter Reunion, we're going to be short 1 mana to pull it off. All right, so should we then just attack? Should we just attack in here past the turn and let them do their thing? Or are we afraid to get one shot by like an all will be one? Red and green don't have a ton of removal. I think the idea here should be to get the Bringer of the Last Gift down now. But I can't send everybody into attack, so let's attack first with the Tortoise. All right, we got another creature. Bringer of the Last Gift says goodbye to the field, and we're looking good. We're looking real good. Viper down, a couple Carnosaurs that are going to hit us something good, hopefully. Man, this deck does scare me of like, you know, we're going to hit 2 Carnosaurs here and a lot more mill from the Tortoises. Like, we're going to be really close to milling ourselves out a lot of games, it feels like, depending on how late they go. All right, they get a couple lands. That's fine. Viper. Are they gonna blow up their calendar? They are. Wow, that's huge. I'm gonna just put that in my hand. Put that in my hand. Get that on the field. Get that on the field. All right, we're looking good. Again, I don't think red and green are gonna have what it takes to sweep the field here. The best they can do is like a 5 damage to the field, which would take out a lot of my things, but not the bigger things. We have a lot of 6 toughness, so we should be okay. We were. Let's go. Now, normally I'd be a lot more scared on a lot of different color schemes, but red, green, we're good to go as far as getting our stuff down a little bit earlier. All right, now I'm going first with a phenomenal hand, dude. That's so nice. All right, let's go. And we see red. I love that I'm going first here. Oh my gosh, what a blessing. What a blessing. Let's go. Cash grab is probably going to be our next move here because the brass tunnel doesn't have a ton of things I want to get rid of. But then again, if I get it down early enough here, we might be able to just keep on getting those early discards going here so we can descend and flip this over. Maybe that's the play, so I can start descending right away. Couple surveil lands, not bad. All right, Swift Spear. Okay, this is getting a little dangerous, getting a bit wider. This thing's gonna pump the field. We love that they have to discard though. Be a land, be a land. Oh my gosh. Oh, they find a great spell there. Ouch, that hurts. That should be illegal, man. That's so much damage for 1 mana. Oh, that's sickening. All right, we're gonna surveil. It's a land. All right, end the turn. And then a show off. Man, where's all of our persistence and flesh gorgers and trumpeting carnosaurs? Those are what we need here in this matchup. All right, so they're gonna discard again and probably get super lucky again. Let's see. How lucky are we gonna get this time? All right, good. Not this time. Not this time. Give me something. It's a good card. It is a good card. All right, come on now. Carnosaurs in the yard. Flesh Gorger. We want that now, or do we want to try to send it away and get a big... We don't have time. Yeah, we're going to take the Flesh Gorger here. Take the Gorge. Man, we started out with such a great hand here, too. It just, unfortunately, it fizzled out a little bit here for us. Opponent hits us for 4 over the top that we can't stop, assuming they don't have a pump spell, which we know they do. Yeah, this game's over. That's a bummer, man. Red is going to be a little difficult for us to beat, for sure. We need to make sure to have, against red, those persistence, carnosaurs, you know, those flesh gorgers, things that can gain us life or, you know, get rid of those early game threats. I might have been a little early jumping the gun on the persistence, but anyways, good game. All right, I get to go first with an interesting hand. I've got no black sources, but I'm sure we'll find them, and we've got Bitter Reunion, so let's get this thing cooking. I do need a black source, which is why I kept that there. Okay, a chorus. They're going to be going pretty quick here, you would imagine. Keeping the Carnosaur for removal. Yikes, dude. And then we get more mana. Something tells me this isn't a toxic deck anymore, though. The red land kind of gives that away, it feels like. Feels like they're just using this as early game pressure and tokens. So it could be Boros tokens. I guess we'll have the Carnosaur ready to go on the removal, but another land is tragic. Like, that is very bad for us. Caretaker's Talent. Oh, brother. Yeah, it's definitely going to be Boros, which isn't too bad. It actually is a lot slower than you might think, so you might be able to cook here a little bit. Cash grab. I do need to get the graveyard starting to go and filling up here. What if we drop the Bringer of the Last Gift for now and then try to draw into another one? That's always a possibility, right? A couple Flesh Gorgers is actually extremely good. All right. Ooh, good find. Good find. Gets the ramp going here a little bit. The opponent didn't play any spells, which is kind of strange. Could be a lightning helix though, ready to go, or a get lost, something like that. Let's do this. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those two things. Lightning helix it is, they take it out. But now we're at 7 mana, so we can get a 7/5 instead of the 3/3, which is great news. Lands can always go. We descended again too, so we're 1 away from flipping over the tunnel, which will eventually allow us to, you know, discover every single play, which is pretty cool. All right, the opponent tapping very specific mana here, leaving red open, which means a shock or play with fire. That's the only thing it really could mean, right? 3, 6, 7. All right, we are giving up the ability here though to descend, which, you know, stops the progression on the tunnels counters. But having a 7/5 body with a ward tied to it seems pretty good. Oh, they're gonna kill their own thing. Nice. It was a shock. We knew that was happening, but I did not expect them to kill their own thing here. All right, so we got to remember that Boros tokens does run Sunfall, right? That's a big deal. So we need to make sure that we're ready to use the Bitter Reunion for haste before we pull the trigger on the big sweeping effects, right? That's good that we got him to use that on a creature instead of our Bitter Reunion. They can't take too many more of those, you know, ward 7 damage type hits. Maybe I should just send out another Flesh Gorger here and then give it haste and attack in. That might be something we should do. I'm really more worried about the poison counters at this point though than damage. Like recovering my life isn't like too big a deal for me here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to descend here, man. All right, I'm gonna descend. I really need to find the bringer. I gotta find the bringer and try to close this thing out. I don't have a whole lot of time here. There we go. I don't have a whole lot of time here. All right, let's try to end this thing now. Let's try to end this thing now. Let's go, dude. Next turn is going to be the game-winning turn for us. All right, this is definitely gonna die though. It looks like a lightning strike. Yeah. It's so standard. Their build is just a very standard build. Very easy to kind of figure out and read. All right, we're ready to go. 26 cards left though in the graveyard, the deck. So, you know, gotta be careful not to mill myself out here. We got 1, 2 tortoises. All right, shouldn't be too bad. Not a whole lot, actually. We got 1 Viper, 2 Flesh Gorger. Oh, actually, we got 2 Carnosaur. Oh, we got a lot. Never mind. I didn't see all of that the first time around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. More than enough to play the Bringer and then crack one of these Bitter Reunions. Even if they want to use a Destroy Evil again or Get Lost, we're good to go, I think. They see what's in my hand, too, so they know what's coming. The question is, can you stop it, or is it GG's? Find out today. Let's find out today. Man, I've been craving donuts. Do you guys like ever have this weird feeling where you're like craving something like that and wait. No, we're good. We don't have to pay mana for that. Okay, good. Yeah, it's like it's the evening right now. It's like 6 o'clock at night and I want a donut. I never really considered donuts to not be like, I never really considered them as breakfast because it's terrible for you. Donuts are terrible for you. I've always considered them to be desserts and I've just had this craving today, man. I want like a chocolate donut with some milk. I know that's random, but that's what I'm craving. I'm having issues right now. All right, so the opponent, looking at the field, they used the Get Lost on the Bringer of the Last Gift. Do they have another one? They have another one. Not that it matters too much. That's not gonna matter, my friend. There's a lot more to have to deal with here. I mean, they've got a pretty good situation here. They got the sacrifice there to draw 2 more cards, which helps them with the Viper triggers for sure. Let's put this in our hand. We don't want to mill ourselves out here. Put it in our hand. Let's surveil. We're not actually going to drop it off though. Let's no more surveil. Okay. And then we go here. Let's make these bigger because they're unblockable essentially with their menaces. And we swing through for lethal, baby. Let's go. G to the G's, man. Viper trigger for 2 more. It's so messed up, man. Oh, it's so messed up. Oh, I love it, though. Absolutely love it. All right, I get to go first with not so promising hand, but I have a couple of surveil lands. So let's hope they get us out of trouble here. Don't think I can pass this up, unfortunately. More land needs to go. I need a bitter reunion here. Oops. Yeah, I kept a terrible hand against an opponent not running any creatures. I thought these Carnosaurs would be helpful, but they're not. So we might be in a little bit of trouble here. Might be in trouble. Phyrexian Arena. Oh, that's good. And they're tapped out. Let's go. We got to be really careful of the counter spells too. That's what I'm really kind of like stressed out about, is this matchup being Dimir. Could have a lot of counter magic, and if they counter this, it's pretty much a wrap. All right. Drawing into another land there. We're getting absolutely flooded. We're getting the shuffler treatment on this one, guys. Nothing but lands and Carnosaurs. If you want a land or a Carnosaur, you're in business, but if you don't know what to tell you. Man, come on, nose, stop itching. Oh, nice. They're going to be mill. That's good and bad. Probably more bad than good. All right, we got a Carnosaur, though. Let's see if it gets countered. Let's get those counter spells out of the opponent's hand here. Oh, wow. It landed. That's fine. It's in the graveyard now. And we get Bitter Reunion. I'll take it. I don't know if I want to drop another Carnosaur here. I feel like I want to play it next turn, to be honest. So we drop one Bringer and then hope they don't have the counter. Gosh, that's some wishful thinking, isn't it? But I'm going to try. All right, let's go Carnosaur. Let's get something here. Milling half my deck. Oh boy. Down to 20. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. I have a feeling another Shieldred's Edict is in our future here. The Tortoise is actually a really, really clutch play here. Let's play this first and see if they use the Shieldred's Edict on it. Yep, they do. Then we play this. It gives me the additional lands needed to get this Bringer going. Bringer of the Last Gift. Can we pull this out, guys? I don't know. 15 cards in the deck? I just don't know. They've got the if they've got the Jace, it's over. It's Jace, isn't it? They definitely have the Jace, right? We have exactly 15 cards left. Not a Jace. Hold the phone here, guys. Hold on. How many tortoises are in the yard, though? 2. So I'm going to mill myself by how much? 6. Hold on now. If I play this, how many lands do we have? Oh, man. I'm going to need... I can't give haste. Why are my lands tap lands, dude? I mean, it's got to be the play. It has to be. It has to be. The trumpeting Carnosaurs. Here's what's got to happen. Let me see. How many bitter reunions do we have? 1. Oh my gosh. All the bitter reunions are gone. If we get a tunnel, we can drop off our entire hand and just try to find the basic land. I'm thinking that's got, or not a basic land, but a land that comes in untapped. That's got to be our last line of, and last hope here, because we need to find an untapped land so we can activate the bitter reunion. Otherwise, we lose the game. If we find it, we win the game. So it comes down to the Carnosaurs. Carnosaur has to find us a tunnel or something. Put it in my hand. Yeah, put it in my hand. Come on, tunnel. Yes, we got the tunnel. We got the tunnel. Oh my god, hold on. 12 cards left. Do I do all of them? How many cards is that, though? We would draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, and then we'd mill 6 more, which would put us to 0, which it doesn't matter, right? Because we're not drawing again. I hope I did this right. I really hope we don't get cooked here. Yes! We got the land! We got the land. Okay. We win, guys. We win. We win! Dude, what a close call. 0 cards. 0 cards left in our deck. Got milled out completely. And it's GG's. We win the game. Holy smokes. That was crazy, dude. That was so close. I'm so glad we figured out a way to win that game. I was so stressed out that we weren't going to hit a land drop there. Or a tunnel. Like, the tunnel was... It was so clutch. Oh my god. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This one was an absolute blast. I love the Bringer of the Last Gift. It's one of my favorite reanimation spells. I love that it's built into a creature. I love that it's also a sweeper. The card is incredible, and it's saved me from so many end games where, you know, it's looking like you're just about to die. The board's full of creatures, and you sweep it for a one-sided absolute nuclear bomb. It is the best feeling ever. I love the card, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun, and we'll be back tomorrow with a more serious build that looks to get us into Diamond, which we did today. So much fun as well, but it is very much more competitive and looks to attack some of the meta. So be on the lookout for that, and thank you for watching, and thank you so much for making it this far. But lastly, a special thank you and shout out to the Mardu Mob. If you guys aren't familiar, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on the channel. So a huge thank you to everybody who supports me monetarily every month. It goes so far for me, and I really appreciate it very much. Helps the channel out a lot. And yeah, I just honestly want to make sure you guys know you are appreciated. So thank you. We'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.